This is BYU Math 112. In this video we will discuss textbook section 3.2, exercise number 27. With directions, find the first and second derivatives of the function. Our function is x to the fourth times e to the x. In order to find the derivatives, we're going to use the power rule. There's a nice box on page 189 that lists all of the differentiation formulas that you'll need. I plucked this from it. So for our function x to the fourth e to the x, we're going to consider x to the fourth to be f and e to the x to be g. So that when we find our f prime of x and take the derivative of this, we have x to the fourth times the derivative of e to the x, and the derivative of e to the x is e to the x, plus our g function is e to the x, and we're going to multiply that by the derivative of the f function, and we said our f function was x to the fourth. When we take the derivative of x to the fourth, we're going to use the power rule, so multiply by our exponent and then subtract 1 from it. So we can rewrite this one, x to the fourth e to the x plus 4x cubed e to the x. And we're done with the first part. Now to take the second derivative, f double prime at x. Now we have the derivative of a sum, and the derivative of the sum is the sum of the derivatives. So I'm going to take the derivative of each part separately. Now, in order to do these, again, I'm going to have to use this product rule. Well, luckily, I've already taken the derivative of x to the fourth plus e to the x, so I'm just going to take that and write it down again. X to the fourth e to the x plus 4x cubed e to the x. Since x to the fourth e to the x is my original function, I can just copy that one down. And now I'm going to take the derivative of the second part, 4x cubed e to the x. So I'm going to let my 4x cubed be my original function times the derivative of e to the x. Again, the derivative of e to the x is e to the x, plus the derivative of the other part, the derivative of 4x cubed. 4 is a constant, so it's going to stay there. And then the derivative of x cubed, I'm going to use my power rule again. So I'm going to multiply by my exponent and subtract 1 from it, and tack on my e to the x. Now you'll note, as we look at these, that we have some like terms here that we can add together. So my second derivative is going to be x to the fourth e to the x plus 4 here, 4 there makes 8x cubed e to the x. And then my 4 times my 3 gives me 12x squared e to the x. So I encourage you to memorize the power rule, the product rule, the quotient rule, so that these things will just eventually come naturally to you. You'll be able to do them just like you're adding 4 and 4. This is how we do number 27.